So, and I would like now to move to the next session, which is development, wealth, capital market strategies. And this part will be divided by 3 different segments together. And I would like to proceed to the first section of that. And the next speaker is Dr. Vorapol Socatiyanurak, who is the Secretary General of Securities and Exchange Commission of Thailand. Before I inviting the Secretary General upon the stage, I would like to give all of you a brief profile of Dr. Vorapol. Dr. Vorapol is the 5th Secretary General of the Securities and Exchange Commission Thailand, or SEC. He has strong academic background and extensive experience in finance and economic development. Prior to becoming the SEC Secretary General, he made numerous contributions to the country's economic development. And he was elected to hold several significant positions, for instance, the Vice Chairman of National Economic and Social Advisory Council, the council under the Constitution to advise the Cabinet on the issues regarding economic, social, legal matters, and the National Economic and Social Development Plan. And he was also appointed a prominent member of several national committees, such as the Trade Competition Commission, the Senate Committee on Research and Development, the National Science and Technology Development Board, and the National Industrial Development Board. He has been well recognized as a key player in the financial market development through his active roles, for instance, in the Committee of Consideration of the Draft Bank of Thailand Act and the Committee on Consideration of the Draft Securities and Exchange Act for the National Legislative Assembly. He also made significant contribution in the development of the Thai bond market as an expert member of the Government Bond Insurance Committee of the Ministry of Finance. And Dr. Vorapol earned a PhD in finance from Wharton School, University of Pennsylvania, United States of America. And now I would like to ask all of you to join me in welcoming Dr. Vorapol Socatiyanurak on the stage. Please give him a big, warm welcome.
Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I wish to take this opportunity to welcome you all to our celebration of the 20th Anniversary Symposium. In this session, I wish to share with you our ambition of turning our motherland into a regional capital market gateway and how the SEC, together with all market participants and stakeholders, will join forces to make our dream come true. Ladies and gentlemen, Thailand is located at the heart of ASEAN and midway between China and India, with borders connecting both the Pacific and Indian Ocean. With its geographical advantage, Thailand is a gateway to more than half of the world population, greater than 3 billion people, comprising 1.4 billion in China, 1.1 billion in India, and more than 600 million in ASEAN. To strive forward, it has to seriously take into account with prompt action by the government and our agency in developing its infrastructure and logistics system. Priority such as road connecting construction from China to Thailand and Singapore, increase of marine air transportation link, development of rail system link to connect Myanmar, India, China, and Indochina. It is therefore important to assure our business commitment that Thailand is an attractive investment destination with a very diverse economy, which is open for business and offer international investors a wide variety of dynamic opportunities. As a Thai capital market regulator, the SEC wishes to play an even more proactive role in supporting Thailand's competitiveness in the international arena, particularly now when the country is hard at work preparing for the ASEAN Economic Communities, or AEC, in 2015. We trust that Thailand will become a gateway for the foreign investment in the region. Our international relations team is playing a stronger role in promoting Thai capital market presence in the global financial world. With a global connectivity, the Thai capital market retains a prominent role in the regional and international arenas through our compliance with international standards. The SEC had put our best efforts into improving our supervisory frameworks to facilitate multinational security operations. Relations with ASEAN counterparts have also been strengthened, especially with our neighboring countries, whose capital markets are being developed. And the SEC has the honor to render assistance to their countries in terms of capacity building and sharing our experience and expertise and our 20-year experience in capital market. To achieve our goal, the SEC has already proceeded many initiatives, including the following 10 strategic moves. The first one, facilitating infrastructure development. Ladies and gentlemen, without developing the country's infrastructure for connecting to our neighboring country, it would be difficult for our geographical advantage alone to turn Thailand into the regional economic bridge. It is time to take this challenge seriously as a national agenda to expedite infrastructure mega projects such as superhighway, motorway, linking Thailand eastern seaboard to the rising Dawai deep seaport and industrial estate of Myanmar. It is one of the second best solutions to connect Indian Ocean to Pacific Ocean through Dawai motorway connect to Ban Phuk Namron Kanchanaburi border and connect to Bang Yai Nonthaburi and connect to our already have expressway to eastern seaboard, deep seaport, Lam Chabang, and the eastern part, northeastern part of Thailand, and connect to South China Sea. We need to build infrastructure, connect these two oceans. Actually, we need only 90 kilometers from Bang Yai to our border and about 100 kilometers from border to Thai. This is one of the very important strategies to connect to ocean and to deep seaport. Actually, we should build our own deep seaport in our Andaman Ocean, Andaman Seas. However, this also can consider as a second best solution for Thailand. Generally, infrastructure development requires large amount of investment. The SEC therefore approved the infrastructure fund regulation to facilitating of these opportunities as a financing tool to support economic expansion and to serve our goal to be regional capital market gateways. National long-term competitiveness and financial innovation for more investment alternatives. Both the public and private sector can participate in the development of the country's infrastructure by investing in the fund, the infrastructure fund, or in short we call infra fund, which will ease the government's burdens and on budgets and public debts. The SEC regulations on establishment and management infrastructure funds became effective since last November. Asset management firms and investing publics are encouraged to study the relevant regulations in preparation for such fund application and investment choices. type of eligible infrastructure funds, including rail systems, expressway, motorways, electricity, water supplies, airport, seaport, telecommunication, and alternative energies. There are many proposals coming to propose to SEC. The second strategic move, the holding companies. In developing the Thai capital market as a gateway for regional investment, holding companies can be a facilitating vehicle because they can hold share in several companies. The SEC has revised regulation on public offerings of newly issued shares by holding companies whose major business is holding other company shares. The amendments specify that a holding company must hold at least 50% of the total voting rights of its core business subsidiaries, no matter if they were established in Thailand or other countries. Previously, the requirement was 75% of the total voting right. It's hard to meet that requirement. The regulation may be relaxed. However, if holding company has control over the business according to accounting standards or is restricted by law or public joint venture, the relaxed regulations are expected to attract Thai and foreign investors to invest in several businesses in the region more conveniently through Thai holding companies. This means that Thai capital market will be able to offer diversified financial instruments, increase its market size, and become a regional investor center. Ladies and gentlemen, the third one, merger and acquisitions policy. Mergers and acquisition is another tool and other alternatives to facilitate business growth, promoting product diversification, and offer higher value of shareholders. We all realize that M&A can bring about strategies and create economic scales that allows business to manage costs efficiently. But first, I need to address mergers and acquisition concerns. On January 4th this year, the Cabinet approved in principle a draft law on promotion of M&A in the capital market. In line with the National Capital Market Blueprint, in this juncture, the SEC has set up a working group consists of public and private sectors to study and comment on the draft law to ensure that M&A in any form will be facilitated by taking into account business practice and protection for all stakeholders. M&A will open Thai company to go abroad and to expand their business, and this become bigger companies and more efficient companies. The next strategic move, the fourth one, introducing REIT. Let's move on to another investment alternative called REIT, or Real Estate Investment Trust. The new financial instruments to offer a flexible fundraising frameworks and real estate investment tools in line with international practices. Generally, REIT regulations are similar to those governing listed firm issuance and offers for sales of securities. Information disclosure and investor protection, but REIT regulations are more flexible than property fund rules. For example, real estate expert companies are allowed to set up and manage REIT, and any type of property may be invested locally, overseas. In addition, up to 10% of the total properties can be invested in the project under construction, and also can leverage up to 60% of the net asset value that can help them to expand more investment. The next strategic move, serving all types of business. SEC want to have capital market to serve all kind of business, not just in Bangkok, but every place in Thailand, even in the small province in Thailand. Apart from product developments and business innovation, the SEC is working hard to ensure the business from a variety of industries can make use of the capital market to the fullest extent. As of now, only 7% of security issued and companies listed on the stock exchange of Thailand, only 7% from the other province. That is too bad, as a lot of provincial business have potential and capability to go public, but have not yet done so due to lack of knowledge and understanding about the capital market. This is how the Pride of Province project came in. The project is a group effort among the SEC, the Ministry of Interior, the National Science and Technology Development Agency, the Stock Exchange of Thailand, the Federation of Thai Industries, the Thai Chamber of Commerce, the Investment Banking Club, and the auditors. The Pride of Province project promotes those provincial stars to go public and become listed on the stock exchange. Participating business will enjoy support and assistance in adding competitiveness. By the time of AEC takeoffs, we hope that Thai business around the country, even small province, will have been ready to rise in the ASEAN region and exercise their venture potential with global firms. This in turn will increase This in turn will increase employment opportunities and raise awareness of knowledge and benefits of capital market. The 3-month campaign of the Pride of Province projects have attracted more than 100 company stars from around the country. They are from a wide variety of sectors such as agriculture, food, property, construction, petrochemical, energy, automobile, furniture, and also one of the very, very well-known furniture producer, manufacturer in the world, also on the list. Ladies and gentlemen, the next move, facilitating SMEs. I think we all agree that SMEs are the backbones of the economies, and they must be more responsive to rapid change and ready for regional connectivity. As the upcoming AEC will bring both opportunities and challenges. Unfortunately, as SMEs are usually perceived as high-risk venture, it's difficult for them to finance their business and their growth. Despite continuing development in the primary and secondary market over the past 2 decades, SMEs have had little financing access through these capital markets. As private equities and venture capital funds are an efficient means for SMEs, the SEC has proposed tax incentives for private equities and venture capital funds investing in strategic sectors identified by the government. Ladies and gentlemen, promoting innovation is also important as they can add value to business, but first, they need funding for research and development before being able to commercialize their finishing products. They had to go through the valley of death before they start to go public. How long the valley of death? How deep the valley of death? The SEC have issued regulations governing fundraising to facilitate SME business expansion by such means as private equity fund in the form of trusts, Also, the SEC proposed that Revenue Department of Ministry of Finance consider tax incentive on venture capitals in the promoting sectors and remove the minimum holding period to ease the founders to exit. Tax exemption for capital gains and dividends, meanwhile, should remain in place. The SEC is also studying the possibility for creating trading value for SME, like SME board. Ladies and gentlemen, the next strategic move we need, move more variety with AI regime or accurate investors. Supporting SME will be done in parallel with the introductions of an accurate investor regime or AI regime to expand investor base for instruments issued by companies and particularly for the small, medium-sized enterprise, SME. Under the AI regime, investors will be grouped by their risk profile. In other words, those having financial and investment experience may invest in high-risk instruments. We will accredit them into accredited investors. They can invest more varieties of instruments, particularly in the more and higher risk instruments that can help other part of the capital market starting up, like instrument as a high yield bonds that can and probably issued by probably SME will issue SME bonds or higher yield bonds. The regime will allow business operators to offer instruments with a wider range of risk spectrums, while accredited investors will have more investment alternatives. To accommodate sophisticated investors in the AI regimes, the SEC allows issuers and intermediaries to offer for sale complex or high-risk instruments if they comply with the SEC requirement on complexity and risk level. Ladies and gentlemen, the next strategic move, promoting financial literacy. Sustainable growth of the Thai capital market requires a strong base of competence and well-informed investors. The SEC has taken a big step, a big jump, to set up a comprehensive framework for the development of investor competency. The development are classified into 3 levels. They are the first, financial literacy level, aiming at giving fundamental knowledge on income, expense, saving, personal finance management, investment to the general public. The second, investor education program, emphasizing on new investors. And the third, investment sophistication, leading to investment competency. We wish to see a lasting outcome. They will benefit not only investors in the capital market, but also to public nationwide. To allow public investors to learn more about financial products, the SEC adopts a disclosure rule requiring issuers of all types of security for public offering to present a clear and concise fact sheet of the key characteristics and associated risks and attach the fact sheet on the registration statement and the prospectus. The responsible underwriter must hand out the fact sheet and subscription form to point of sale. At point of sale, while security firm must conduct the suitability test before letting client make an investment, as specified by SEC regulation. This fact sheet rule is one of many measures for supporting the launch of complexity products and development of financial innovations without promising investor rights to accurate and timely investment, for making investment decisions suitable for their demands. Ladies and gentlemen, there is no denying that today technology is changing our lifestyles. Technology is fast and effective means to reach investors and the general public. This is why the SEC has developed the Start to Invest mobile application for users of smartphones such as iPhone and iPad, designed with new investors in mind. The application offers easy-to-use function, but is fully equipped with comprehensive knowledge and information on financial products. To make the right decision, investors must have easy access to reliable information and a helping tool for investment planning. The Start to Invest application is part of our strategy toward modernization and fairness to all. We will move to other aspects of financial literacy. We're starting to be a part of the movies, entertainment. We will mention later in the futures. The next move, strengthening market intermediaries. The SEC has always been committed to intermediaries by facilitating the business expansion, supporting personal competency improvement, and strengthen their competitiveness and responsiveness to the fast-changing global economies. The SEC and the Association of Thai Security Companies, or the ASCO, agree on quality enhancement for investment analysts and research, as well as security professionals, and build investor confidence and strengthen business competitiveness. Lack of investment research on risk firms with small and medium market cap was a concern of the SEC and the ASCO, as the number of potential listed firms would become virtually invisible to the investing public. The ASCO therefore agreed to further its study to address the concern and was the view that cooperation among all market participants will bring about production of higher quality research and wider coverage, particularly listed companies where investor relations unit and top executives play a key role in feeding information to analysts. The SEC strongly supports an ASCO plan to enhance security company efficiency, where qualities of personnel in security business, either investment consultants or back office staffs, will be strengthened to cope with the fast-changing environment. I believe that all respective market participants must seek closer cooperation to improve research quality and extend coverage to small, medium-sized companies. The investor relations units of listed firms must be able to provide analysts with information. Other than the ASCO, the SEC holds a regular meeting with the Association of Investment Management Companies, or the AIMC, to discuss the policy on business development to support the continuing growth of the mutual fund industry. Asset management companies should develop funds with innovative investment policy in response to the needs of investors who nowadays are becoming more familiar with such a product group. The SEC encouraged the industry to introduce funds for specific investment purpose or target groups. For example, mutual fund for saving, mutual fund for post-retirement, and mutual fund for child education, and mutual fund for preparing marriage. Ladies and gentlemen, the next strategic move, moving towards regional market integration. Over the past years, the ASEAN capital integrations have prepared for upcoming AEC under the under the ASEAN Capital Market Forums, or ACMF. The ACMF implementation plan for ASEAN capital market integration, endorsed by ASEAN Finance Minister in 2009, consists of initiatives aiming to integrate capital market in ASEAN by 2015. Key initiatives include those extended to promote the ASEAN as an asset class and mutual recognition and harmonization of regulations to streamline cross-border transactions. The common ASEAN disclosure standards have been adopted to facilitate multi-jurisdiction offerings of plain debt and equity security in ASEAN. Recently, ladies and gentlemen, security regulators and stock exchange of Malaysia, Singapore and Thailand signed a memorandum of understanding on expedite review framework for secondary listings to speed up the processing secondary listing applications together with relevant disclosure documents. The framework will shorten the review period from the normal time of up to 16 weeks down to 35 days. Ladies and gentlemen, the last move. Preparation for ASEAN linkage and scorecards. With regards to cross-border trading, the ASEAN linkage will make it possible. Among participating exchanges, this will not only promoting visibility and attractiveness of the Thai capital market, but also connect ASEAN capital markets to the rest of the world as a one single class of asset. Products traded on the Thai exchange must become visible to global investors. The SEC urges Thai listed firms to focus on clear and complete disclosure of information in documents and reports in preparation for assessment of the ASEAN Corporate Governance Scorecard or the ASEAN CG Scorecard. This is another ACMF initiative under the plan to promote our ASEAN capital market as a one asset class at the same standard, world-class companies. The assessment will be conducted by CG experts based on publicly disclosed information, including notice of shareholders' meetings and annual reports. Listed firms will benefit from putting more focus on information disclosure in support of the assessment. We do hope that corporate governance standards and practice among listed firms will continue to improve to attract worldwide investors to the Thai capital market. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past 20 years, the SEC has been devoted to our roles as a regulators, as a developer of the Thai capital market. I have given you a brief account for our recent progress and our strategic move. Thanks to all parties, I am confident that Thailand can become a regional capital market gateway in the very near future. Together, we can overcome all obstacles and make lasting contributions to the nation's growth and competitiveness. Ladies and gentlemen, please be assured that the SEC is committed to taking on new challenges and acting as a private sector visionary partner, your visionary partners, to promote sustainable growth of Thai capital market and the regional markets as a whole. Ladies and gentlemen, let us build on our mutual strengths and expedite our efforts toward our goals of becoming the regional capital market gateway. At the dawn of the age of Asia, the golden era of Thai capital market has begun. Ladies and gentlemen, please trust me. Please trust SEC, your visionary partner. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vorapol Socatiyanurak, the Secretary General of the SEC. And despite the tight schedule, and I think we have some time for questions and answer sessions. Should there be any questions, please raise your hands, and there will be microphones around. Any questions for Dr. Vorapol? No. If not, I have to thank Dr. Vorapol Socatiyanurak once again for a wonderful speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.